Hey everyone, welcome back to another reaction video by me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and also comment on this video. And today was terrible performance today for the Spurs against Liverpool. We totally collapsed in the second half during the game, and we got absolutely destroyed, and rightly so. And before I want to get into the match and into the players today, I want to say big up to Liverpool. Congratulations to Liverpool. You guys just won your 20th Premier League title, and rightly so. Your manager's been pretty good. He's been pretty good technically. He knows how to win games, even though he doesn't have a right squad with right players. So big up to Ange slot in Liverpool today. You guys won the league today, and you guys totally deserve it. And also want to shout out to big up to City as well. They made a cup final as well. So the City and Palace cup final on the FA Cup will be interesting. So where can we start today? First, I do want to say this fraudster and Ange Postecoglou should probably start packing soon because first, consider the way we collapsed in the second half and at the end of the first half shows that I don't think we're going to be ready for Europa League on Thursday based on the way we're defending. Can After we scored, we just can't defend, we can't attack, and we can't do anything. So this is absolute disgrace. I think Ange put up a bit of weak defense. Midfield was a bit questionable. He put finally started Gray in the midfield, but he also started Bergwijn in the midfield as well. And I like both of these players, but against a stronger team such as Liverpool, I don't think both Gray and Bergwijn can deal with the threats of Liverpool's attack and midfield respectively. And I'm a bit surprised why he didn't start Odegaard or Richie. I know Richie scored on Monday against Forest, even though we lost, but he put Solanke and Johnson up top. I told you Johnson's just a waste man. He can run around the pitch a lot, but he can't seem to either convert his chances, or I guess he's just going to spam crosses against a stronger Liverpool side, who are always going to put up a fight against us. So the first half, I think Liverpool were a bit over us in their opening couple minutes. I think we gave away a corner or a free kick, and then Salah missed his chance to score. I think during a corner where I think Vic caught the ball out, but it went over his line. I think Gakpo had a nice bicycle kick, missed the net of course. It almost went in, and then suddenly surprisingly I thought that going to Anfield we're just gonna get hanged up because Anfield is like no man's land for us. Anfield, the Emirates, and Stamford Bridge is where we're gonna come there and never ever get a result because we're just terrible. In that case, we actually scored from the corner for the first time in Anfield. So I think Madison did a good corner. Solanke with a bullet header into the goal, and we were actually 1-0 up for a bit. But unfortunately, this didn't last long because I think Szoboszlai crossed it to Diaz. I think from some good Liverpool build up. Diaz did score, but initially it was offside. But unfortunately, Danso I think he played him onside, so it was ruled as a goal. And from there we started crumbling, just like California earthquake in the San Francisco earthquake history. We just started crumbling after that goal was ruled in. I think our defense was just overplaced. It was just splattered over, just like tomatoes being thrown at you. You're just splattered, and I think Gray didn't get enough of his man against Gravenberch, and then McAllister turned the game around. He made Liverpool 2-1 up because of a nice rocket goal that Vicar wasn't going to save. But I think Gray should have done better. I think Gray and Yugi were a bit of a culprits. I think they were losing possession, which is unfortunate. Then right before halftime, during a corner, we just crumbled during the corner because I think one of our players, I think it was Hidogi or Burvow. They try to clear it out, or Gray. And then he just straight up just passed it to Gakpo, and Gakpo just shot it in, and Burvow was just turning his back as it went straight in, so it made it a 3-1. And I think during halftime, I wasn't surprised we were get to 19 losses because they were being cut open. It's just like getting cut open, like with just like cutting open a plastic paper bag. We know we're just going to concede regardless. Even if we did score the opening goal, then I think we had some chance in the first half. Then after that, we just shut down entirely. We just went in the parking place. We just stopped attacking. Went to shut up shop, but it didn't went well because Liverpool in the second half were just all over us. Even the substitutions we brought in didn't do that much. We refused to attack, we refused to control the ball, and refused to I guess defend either. And Liverpool had a lot of chances on goal. I think Salah missed. I think Gakpo missed early in the second half, but Salah did manage to score two goals. I think one was an own goal by Udogie, and the other one was just by him. I think our players weren't doing. I guess we were just switching off. They were just brain dead, and weren't marking Salah when Soboslai passed to him, and then they just let him cut across and shoot, and then that was 4-1. And then I guess the same thing happened when we conceded the fifth goal. I think one of the players, either Gakpo or Diaz, they crossed it to Salah. Then Udogie just hit off Udogie and went straight in. So I'm telling you, our defense just crumbled. As soon as one goal goes in, our defense just crumbles just like a cracker. It's going to crumble and fall apart. That's exactly what happened to our team. And we got destroyed, crumbled, and humbled at Anfield. Because honestly, I wasn't expecting to win at Anfield. Either because we never get any results and we're always going to lose, but I didn't want to lose this badly. At least I want to put this team to put up a fight, and honestly, I don't think this team put up a good fight today. They put up a terrible fight. They just I think their heads just gone, and their heads just ready for a summer break, or their heads is just ready to get out of the club as soon as possible. It brings us to 19 losses. We just lost half our games this season, and I wouldn't be surprised if we lose at least one more, because we've been found out within our midfield and defense, our teams are just going to score, and then they're just going to do their best to defend, because it used to be that our defense was the problem in our midfield because of the way we didn't cut open, and now it's just our attack, because we can't score for life. We did score against Liverpool. It was just terrible. And I think Ange should probably just get ready to go, because like I did mention in my earlier videos, his single one goal dimension tactics are just doing more than just good. They're just doing a lot of harm. And if we want to get something out of this Europa League on Thursday, essentially we got Bodo Gimp this Thursday, and I kind of doubt we're going to get past them based on how we're playing against Liverpool. If we're going to get destroyed by Liverpool, I reckon we just go out to Bodo Gimp and save us from this embarrassment if we do make it to the final. Because if we make it to the final, it's either going to be United or Bilbao. And I think either one of the teams will probably smash us. I know United is poor, but they tend to turn up a lot in Europa Leagues and have yet to lose a Europa League match. And Bilbao, I think their defense is pretty good. Watched some of their matches. I think they've defended pretty well. And our defense is going to make some overrated players such as Nico Williams on Bilbao look good, as well as some United attacking players as well. Seriously, I think Ange should probably just get ready to go. We conceded 15 goals against Liverpool in our worst season. What makes us think we're going to get past Gimp if we are conceding goals to Liverpool, Ipswich Town, Southampton, Crystal Palace, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Liverpool? See, obviously, we're down to concede goals regardless. Don't know why my video cut out when I was detailing the Liverpool loss, but like I said, against poorer teams such as Crystal Palace, West Ham, Villa, not poor, but teams that we could probably get over the line with. I don't think we're going to get past Bodo Gimp because we just got embarrassed at Anfield. And considering he didn't start the right. Then again, he didn't start the good defense. He put Danso and Davis as center back. He could have just put at least Mickey and Romero, at least one of the partners of Danso instead of putting Davis. And I wish he could have put Bentancur or maybe Sarr back in the midfield, because I think our midfield was just being outplaced. I did like Gray starting, but I don't think he should have started against Liverpool, because how physical the Liverpool players were and how easy it was for Liverpool players to get past Gray easily. And I think Udogie should probably not start, or maybe find a different club, because I'm telling you, this guy isn't good enough. He isn't a long-term solution. I think other poor teams, he just get past him easily. I don't think, even though he did poor performance against Frankfurt, I don't think he's going to poor performance against Bodo Gimp. I think Bodo Gimp will come there and try to get a result, and they'll probably thrash us at their own pitch. And I'm telling you, based on Ange's tactics, we're not getting past Bodo. You're sorry, Ange, you're not winning a cup this season. I think my club just proves that you winning trophies in your second season doesn't necessarily work for every club. I think the best thing to do is probably try to get out, although I kind of doubt it. I don't think I just want Ange. I think I want probably just the board out. I think I want owners out. I think I also want the club staff out as well, because I guess Ange is just a part of the problem, but there's also a bigger problem with this club, going to the board, the upper management, the coaching staff, as well as other backroom staff that come in. They should all go and get in, because I think they failed with our previous managers, such as Poch, Mourinho, and Conte, and also Nuno as well. And also Levy, I think he should have backed Ange in the transfer window. I told you this transfer window wasn't that good. Both the summer and the winter transfer window. And even if he does stays and win the Europa League, I think it's best to get a new manager in just start of the 2025-26 season. Because at least if some new manager's tactics aren't working, at least he has a plan to adopt. This guy doesn't have a backup plan when his tactics are working against him. I'm telling you, best to get Ange out and get a new manager in as soon as possible, or maybe have Ryan Mason come in. Even Ryan Mason doesn't make us concede like this, or at least get destroyed badly. And I also want guess to see if we just have to wait till the end of the season, and we're not necessarily relegated because Ipswich got relegated yesterday, so we're technically safe. But if Ange continues to stay like this and perform the same tactics, I wouldn't be surprised if we find ourselves in a relegation zone. You guys may clip this up or maybe prove me that I'm wrong, but I'm thinking that if Ange is still here, we're just gonna go straight to the relegation zone. And you know, it is what it is. Got thrashed at Anfield. I'm telling you, Anfield is just like another mini St. James or mini Emirates, or just like a death sentence. You know it's going to be coming soon. Not getting a result at Anfield or trying to win at Anfield is like trying to survive a death sentence. You know it's not going to work. Well, just have to pray for Bo Glimp, and hopefully we do our best to get across the line and at least try to put up a fight, even if it means going to the final or going out the semifinal. So, have to get a result on Thursday. Otherwise, we're probably cooked on next Thursday against Bodo Gimp. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And I'm out. I think this season's just as good as done. And I'm hoping Ange can get out soon. Thank you.